Earlier today, we heard from Melinda Gates, who spoke about the two biggest barriers for women being caregiving and abuse. Cheryl, domestic violence has traditionally been seen as something that happens in private and within the family, and it's a matter that is done, that is behind closed doors. But what do you think the role is of organisations now that they have to play in relation to domestic violence, particularly as home and work, for the majority of us at least, is exactly the same place?
Look, a third of women will experience violence or sexual assault in their lives. A third, one in every three. It's a horrific number. And that's before coronavirus, where we know that domestic violence is spiking. The majority of that, again, even before coronavirus, is at the hands of a partner or a husband. Now, I think people really don't understand how universal this is. I think we often think of this as something that happens to other people. That's not right.
Mm.
This happens everywhere. It is every geography, including our own. It is every socioeconomic group. It is every background. It's every gender. Happens to men as well, even though the great majority are women. And it's absolutely skyrocketing during coronavirus. Things that exacerbate these problems: unemployment, financial worries, being cooped up at home, all of these things. This is a pandemic that has a very broad impact. And I think part of this summit you're doing is talking about what is the responsibility different people have and different companies have. And we take ours really seriously. We actually just rolled out, I'm sharing it today, a new policy on domestic violence, where if you or, and this is important, your family member is a victim of this kind of violence or sexual assault, we're giving an additional up to 20 paid days off. Now, we have very broad leave policies. We had leave for this before, but I think this is us really recognizing that this is something that affects everyone, including our employees. It's a situation where you need paid time off, and not just for yourself, but for a loved one. I think too many situations with corporate leave, we give leave, if we give it at all, we don't give enough of it. We should talk about that. But we give it to the individual, not necessarily for their family, and we want to do both. And we're hoping that this is a problem other companies will start tackling as well.